Be a part of Going In Raw today at patreon.com/Steve and Larson. Starting at $1 a month, you can enjoy Going In Raw ad-free, gain access to the daily 30-minute Going In Raw post-show, exclusive merchandise, and so much more. Support Going In Raw today. Click the link in the description.
Boys and girls, this is the Undisputed Era. Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick Strong, and you're listening to Going In Raw, baby.
What's up, it's your girl Sasha Banks, the legit boss, and you're watching Going In Raw. You like that?
This is Shayna Baszler, and you're watching Going In Raw.
What's up? This is the most must-see WWE superstar of all time and his lovely, gorgeous wife, Marie. And you are going in SmackDown Live.
This is the glorious one, Bobby Roode, and you're watching Going In Raw.
Hey guys, this is Charlotte, and you're watching Going In Raw.
What's up? It's the moonwalking, trash talking princess of Staten Island. I want to remind you all that Mela is money, and you're watching Going In Raw.
Hi, this is Shinsuke Nakamura. Shinsuke watching Going In the Raw.
This is the knockout artist, Cassius Ohno, and you're Going In Raw.
Hey, friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
Hey, welcome back to Going In Raw, the only pro wrestling podcast you need to be listening to right here at youtube.com/Steve and Larson, available wherever fine podcasts are. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, the little notify bell next to it, just to make sure you're always getting your daily Going In Raw notifications. And we now have a community tab on YouTube. Keep an eye out for that. We post polls, announcements, all sorts of great stuff over there. In fact, we have a huge announcement right now, Larson. Right now, there is a massive sale going on over at ProWrestlingTees.com. And that includes our store, of course, which is at ProWrestlingTees.com/Going In Raw. Everything is 20% off. And with every order, apparently they're doing this, with every order, you get a random autographed picture of a wrestler.
I saw that.
It just comes in your order with you. You don't know who it's going to be. I don't know who it's going to be. It's random. But then also on top of that,
I'm not familiar with random's work.
Well, started out in indie scenes, flamed out pretty big time.
Oh.
Hit a wall.
That's sad.
Blew out both his shoulders.
Ooh.
With a chop.
It's difficult injuries to overcome.
Anyways. So on top of all that, we receive the info for each of the orders that comes in from Pro Wrestling Tees. And as you can see here in the lower right corner, it says every order that comes in for Pro Wrestling Tees, for our shop, Going In Raw shop, we will send out an exclusive Going In Raw postcard autographed by the two idiots you see right there on the screen.
How about that?
And the two idiots you now see on your screen. So, yeah, we thought that was a cool little way of saying thank you for placing an order. We have the new Chill Roman shirt. There it is.
It's a beauty.
It's a beautiful shirt. True collaboration between the two of us as well. We made that shirt together. And, that's 20% off. It's brand new in the store. Use the promo code RETAIL.
Retail.
That's what you want to do.
Retail.
We're also at patreon.com/Steve Larson. Great way to support Going In Raw. Anyways, now that all that's done with,
all the business taken
all
care
the
of.
business is taken care
Have
of.
some fun talk wrestling news.
Well, maybe this first news isn't terribly fun. Kenny Omega, perhaps injured, maybe?
Yeah.
That's scary.
He was doing a Twitch stream on the Being the Elite Twitch channel.
Sure.
And he mentioned that while his heel injury, apparently he was wrestling with like a broken
I'm
heel.
sorry, hold on. Did you just use the T word? Here on the YouTube broadcast?
No, this is a news story. I can do that. We're not promoting anything.
YouTube doesn't know that. They just see the word with their little bots.
Itch Tway.
Thank you.
Stream while he said his heel injury was on the mend, but he's got a new ailment. He's got a fractured rib. And that hurts. I only had a bruised rib once, and that sucked.
Oh, man.
That was bad. Anyways, he said, quote, "My ribs are in a bad way, but what can you do, right? I'm not one of those guys that likes to try to brag, like, hey, look, I'm injured, and I'm so tough. I'm going to keep fighting. It's not like that at all. It's just you got to do what you got to do. You just got to go when you're the champ, you know. You can't disrespect the belt. You can't take days off. Like,
I'm really actually disappointed you didn't do the entire thing.
I couldn't hold it together the whole time.
My ribs are in a bad way.
My ribs are in a bad way. They're real son of a bitch.
My ribs are real sons of bitches. That's a bummer. He's one of the guys that I always figure is least likely to complain. Kenny Omega really comes off as the kind of guy who never wants to be a burden on anybody. You know what I mean? He really comes off that way. He comes off like a guy who just wants to create his art.
Yeah.
And doesn't want to get in anybody's way.
Yeah, he just wants a certain amount of liberty to do what he thinks he's best at, which, of course, is create fantastic pro wrestling matches.
Exactly. So
and tell stories the way he wants to tell stories.
So this is a bummer. I hope he feels better.
Well, he's not scheduled to wrestle again, I believe, till King of Pro Wrestling, and that's in about a month.
Okay.
He's in a tag match. I don't know if he's involved in any of the Road to Power Struggle. Did I say King of Pro Wrestling? Sorry, Power Struggle.
Yep.
Road to Power Struggle.
It's funny you say that. I just go
matches.
with it, whatever.
That I don't know, but it's him and Ibushi against Tanahashi, and I think David Finlay.
Cool.
Power Struggle.
Good for David Finlay.
And that's a plum spot.
That's a good spot for him.
For Fitz Kid.
Yeah. I like Fitz Kid. He's got a weird gimmick. I don't even know what the gimmick is.
Who, Fit Finlay? He's just a fighter.
No, David Finlay.
Oh.
He's got like a leather jacket and then like underwear.
Yeah.
He's sort of an eccentric character. I really like his work, though. I think he's great. So, yeah. I mean, hopefully he'll take place. When is Power Struggle?
Early November.
3 weeks away, then?
Roughly.
About that? Okay. All right. Well, hopefully he'll get better before then. Let's see here. According to Dave Meltzer, there might be some more problems in New Japan Pro Wrestling. This is from the Wrestling Observer. Let's just say the next few months are going to be very interesting.
Well, hold on, let's back up a little bit because we talked about this last Friday. Sorry, we some
taking on your phone
context. Well, this is a very important business matter I do address. Last Friday's show, we talked about it briefly because you mentioned the newsletter briefly that there was some turbulence backstage, specifically in the business aspect of things with the
they got that new president,
new people coming in. There's two new people coming in the executive branch or executive building of New Japan Pro Wrestling. Anyways, continue.
So the newsletter continues. Let's just say that the next few months are going to be very interesting. Some early contract offers made have raised some concern to go along with the issues mentioned in last week's issue. While there's a lot of pride here for the quality of the matches stemming from the Kobe and Long Beach shows during what is usually the post-G1 slowdown period, or down period rather, and the great reaction to G1 and its business success, the new regime, Harold Mage, and new general manager Michael Craven, that sounds like a villainous name, to be honest.
It really does.
Is very different and not experienced in dealing with wrestlers.
Uh-oh.
Another person noted that the new team has gotten off to a rough start. So basically, he's talking to the Young Bucks and probably Kenny. Another person noted that the new team has gotten off to a rough start and that all the wrestlers, both Japanese and American, Young Bucks and Kenny, maybe Cody too, are talking about how they feel like they are seen as workers in a factory assembly line as opposed to high-end, high-level athletes or entertainers. The excitement so many had for working here has taken a hit. It's a really bad time for that with the goal of international expansion, and that fun versus WWE money was a key to a lot of people. But if you lower the fun aspect, that changes the equation. And basically, we're coming in on the single most interesting and important contract season since New Japan started garnering some international growth. There are people who in the past had never even considered WWE who are thinking about it, and others who are completely committed to staying who are probably still leaning that way, but are considering the WWE option.
But there is someone in New Japan that says, who the fuck?
Cursing now on YouTube is prohibited.
Who the F is you?
Who the F is you?
That would be Tama Tonga. He took to Twitter to challenge.
Who the Ukfe is you?
To challenge Dave Meltzer's assertion, saying, there are three tweets. Funny reading that a lot of foreign performers are complaining about the work atmosphere not being fun in New Japan. What a load of shh. Plenty of great talents out there that would be grateful to have an opportunity to work in New Japan. Who fed you those lies, Dave Meltzer?
He knows it was Kenny in the Bucks and Cody, maybe.
New president, management helping the company gain sponsorship with international expansion. What a time to be a part of New Japan. Traveling, big money, company growing. Yeah, B, us foreigners that have been here and worked our butts off are very proud of how far we've come. So to the foreigners complaining to Dave Meltzer that they are not having fun, you can GTFO.
Whoa.
I've never in my career here in New Japan have ever heard of a Japanese wrestler complaining about the work atmosphere not being fun in New Japan. Get the F out of here. Who the F is you?
Who the F is you?
And New Japan issued a statement about this, actually. This is coming from the president, Harold Mage. This is courtesy of WrestleZone. He took to their official website talk about the comments, as we had to say. This is what Russell had to say about it.
No.
Quote, the New Japan president says that he was left with a disgusting feeling after reading the report and that the new GM is not Michael Craven,
evil Michael
as
Craven.
Meltzer reported. He also backed what Tama Tonga said on Twitter, so Mage is Bullet Club OG.
He's firing squad.
Yeah, and said that his foreign star issued those statements without any involvement from the company itself. Finally, Mage said that they are working to make sure that the dark days of New Japan never happen again.
Wow. Well, regardless.
Are they doing some really meta story here?
Yeah, that could be.
We watched...
Is Harold Mage going to be the new Eric Bischoff? Like showing up, he's behind the scenes, but he's in front of the camera, which also...
Motorcycles everywhere.
That too, yeah. They come in, power struggle, they come in on garbage trucks.
There you go.
Yeah.
Firing squad on garbage trucks.
There you go. That makes sense.
Can't see Jay White on the garbage truck. What was I going to say? I don't remember. Oh, we watched Being the Elite.
Yeah.
And they're really playing up the idea that they're all going to WWE.
They are.
The whole bit with Kenny getting the notes under the door.
Yeah.
And the first one he throws away, and the other one mentions a match against AJ. He's like, put this one in my back pocket.
Yeah.
Just another knock on the door opens. It's Cody.
Yeah.
And Cody has a note behind his back. And it's a Blue Chew promo code.
Yeah.
Cody's been doing it the whole time.
Yeah.
And what does Cody say to Kenny?
Enjoy your soft dick.
You got to say D.
D. Sorry, D. Man, friggin' YouTube, man.
Have fun
They're
with your
killing my
soft
soul over here.
It was funny.
Have fun with your soft dick.
And the episode ends with Nick Jackson checking into a hotel room and you hear a clock ticking.
Mm-hmm.
Counting down the minutes till his contract expires.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be the major narrative on Being the Elite from here until whenever they sign somewhere.
WWE, you mean?
I don't think that's the certainty.
Well, no, it's not a certainty, but it's probably gonna happen. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'll put it this way: like, if I were to believe anybody here, it wouldn't be the president of New Japan who these allegations are being levied
It'd
against.
be Tama Tonga,
and it wouldn't be Tama Tonga either. I feel like look.
When has Tama Tonga ever led you astray? Has he ever lied to you?
Well, in character. I feel like he is a duplicitous character. Yes,
this seems
he attacks from behind.
This seems from the heart.
And his Twitter feed is exclusively in character.
No.
It really is. He's always very rude on there. And I heard from plenty of people that met him at meet and greets at StarCast that he is a very, very lovely individual when he's meeting fans.
I don't know if I told you this story, but the very first...
He gave Double J Joe Jensen a Tama Tonga shirt.
Yeah. I don't know if I ever told you this, but before the very first Long Beach show, New Japan Long Beach show, I was walking up to the convention center and I saw Tama Tonga.
Mm-hmm.
And he was walking up to somebody.
Did he give you a stun gun?
No. I was decent.
Gun stun?
Decent distance from him. And he walked up to, I assume it was a friend of him, greeted them very warmly.
Wow.
Had a lovely conversation, it seemed like, with him as I walked by.
Confirmed.
So he
Lovely
seems like
conversationalist.
He's probably a decent guy.
I think he's a great guy.
Yeah.
He probably saw this as an opportunity to throw some shade at it, or to talk some shit to the people he's currently in a feud with, basically Kenny and the Young Bucks, and there was a back and forth between Kenny and Tama Tonga on Twitter over this. So no, I actually kind of try. I think Dave Meltzer is probably talking to a couple of the people in the Elite, and of course in Being the Elite also. They they bring up the whole Hangman Page being approached apparently by WWE and him saying that, and they do it in a comedic way. They start calling him out on what appears to be that, but in fact they're just talking about his new boots. But it's obvious that it is going to be very interesting come January, February, March. What's going on?
No rib taping Adam Cole
here. Okay.
Yes,
will be. It'll be interesting. But this is a bummer. This is a bummer because the impression I always got from New Japan is they all do it. Well, everybody does it for money. We understand that. But they all seem like they're having a lot of fun. And there always was, one of the appealing things was there was a sense of camaraderie and that, hey, we're all in this together. We're all making a bunch of money, and that's great too. But we're all in this also for the love of the show and because we really want to build this thing that we have here.
Yeah.
And now there's reports that there's, it's not what it used to be. Every job, and I'm hoping this is the exception that proves the rule. It always gets worse. Have you ever noticed that?
Oh, give it time.
Well, yeah, I know. Well, yeah. But when I worked at every single job that I had, so like with Machinima, it got better, and then it got worse.
Unless we got laid off.
We got laid off. Yeah. I mean, things actually did really, really get better, and then that was it. They didn't really give it time to get worse. But even there was a period where there was the sense that we were part of, and this has been a while since we've been in Machinima, so I don't really care about talking about this stuff. There was sort of a feeling that, there's
a sense of community, even
we're
though we
a part of something
400 miles away from the office, that we are still part of that community. Yes.
And inevitably, the fact that there was so much great talent there, and, people want to go explore their own things. But I remember, and granted, we had nothing to do with the Respawn guys, but like it was a bummer when we found out, Sean Anders is leaving, Hutch is leaving. And it's like, I always enjoyed their content. I always was proud that I was a part of something that all those guys were a part of.
Yeah.
And then, of course, a couple months before we got laid off, we found out that the Inside Gaming guys were going to do their own thing with Rooster Teeth. You got to enjoy the times when you're having fun, because they might be fleeting.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
So, yeah. But that's a bummer. Hopefully they pull it together.
Yes. Thus concludes our New Japan portion of the show. On to Impact, the portion of the show where Larson gets to do nothing.
Oh, my goodness.
So, gracious. Steve, hit us with...
You got to make some predictions here.
But we got a whole Impact results segment. That's all you, man. You actually watched Impact. I didn't.
Do I have? It was the Go Home episode for Bound for Glory.
Yeah, that's Sunday, right?
That's this Sunday. Sure, yeah.
Yeah,
it's this Sunday. We've got some big matches.
Like
for the Impact World Title, Austin Aries versus Johnny Impact.
Yeah,
Morrison.
Impact.
Mundo.
Impact.
Whatever they're calling him.
Impact.
I'll say this about this week's show. So it was the Go Home, obviously. Austin Aries cut a really killer promo on Johnny Impact last week, where he said, inevitably, you're going to end up Johnny 205. Something like that.
Dang.
It was a good promo. But that led to this past week, a fairly nasty Twitter exchange between Austin Aries and John Morrison, where Austin Aries called John Morrison's wife, Taya Valkyrie, husky, because John Morrison had called Austin Aries short or something. And then Austin Aries used some like really nasty language to make a really silly point about not being in control of how short he is or something. It was really awkward. I think he ended up deleting some of them. And I understand that stuff is in character, but like, I don't know, some things you just shouldn't say these days. Like everybody knows it's all just a big work. So maybe leave certain language out of it. You can look it up, and it's out there. I feel like this week, like leaving with that promo, like if that promo that he cut was sort of the go home segment, but instead this week they had like a big 6-man match.
Yeah.
Instead. So anyways, let me bring up the results. I had the results up, and then I lost the results. But let's see here. This was the last. Here we go. This was the last taping they did during their time in Mexico.
Oh,
I believe.
All right.
I don't know where Bound for Glory is going to be.
New York City.
It's going to be New York City?
Yeah.
Nice. All right, let's see here. So, yeah, let's see here. It was Austin Aries. It was Austin Aries' group. Austin Aries Moose. He calls himself Moose Money now. And Killer Cross versus Johnny Impact, Eddie Edwards, and Fala Ba. So I think all those guys. I think Moose has a match against Eddie Edwards at Bound for Glory, and maybe Killer Cross has one against Fala Ba. Is that true or no?
No.
Okay, all right. Austin Aries did mention a week ago also that he guaranteed his crew's not going to be showing up at ringside. So I do hope that they don't make this a wonk finish.
Yeah,
because that's the one thing that Impact they need to, and I think they've been doing a better job with it. They need to concentrate on clean finishes.
Yes.
So let's see here.
He tweets a lot.
Who, Austin Aries?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's on his Twitter a lot. Let's see here.
What do you got for me?
I'm trying to see what the actual results were. Then they did this match with the Desi Hit Squad, which is like I think a couple of Indian wrestlers, and then but it was like a loser leaves the tag team match. So then it's not gonna be, it's not a tag team anymore.
No more Desi Hit Squad then.
Yeah. So Gama Singh, this is from Cage Side Seats, had a solution to the losing efforts of Gursinder Singh and Rohit Raju. He made them fight each other. And the loser had to go back to India. Both guys, neither guy really wanted to fight, but they did.
Well, obviously.
Yeah. And then let's see who freaking won this. Oh man, I'm terrible. Let's see here, because I watched the entire thing last night.
Yeah, you should have this dedicated memory.
Yeah, let's see here. It doesn't actually give me. You know what? I'm going to the. Oh wait. Oh, here we go. Raju took the win, but it seemed like their leader, the Gama Singh, he wasn't happy with that because he slapped the guy who won the match. He was like, "God dang it! I was hoping you were going to lose." So, anyways, that happened.
Anyways,
Allie.
Is that Sinister Minister?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
So she apparently went to like his like Undead Realm or something, and was like, "Hey, yeah, the Undead Realm. Yeah, I was totally right about that."
So you did watch it.
Yeah. And he was playing an organ. She showed up, and he was like, "You know, you gotta ditch your humanity or some crap like that." I don't know. It was a bunch of like spiritual mumbo jumbo. It's actually fairly well shot. I thought it was kind of cool, to be honest. I like when Impact does stuff like that.
Yeah.
Look at that. It looks cool.
Yeah,
See?
that's good.
That's good stuff right there. But yeah, it's like a whole like fantasy thing that they're doing with that because Allie's fighting Su Young.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
So this is cool too. Rich Swann revealed his tag team partner, and it's Willie Mack.
That's awesome.
For Bound for Glory. Who
That's
are they
cool.
fighting? Eli Drake,
Matt Sydal,
and Ethan Page.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. That's going to be a good match. I like Ethan Page.
Yeah,
I haven't seen
good.
a whole lot of him, but I like that he's an Impact. That's cool. He was an Impact for a half second as the dude who is an Abyss, Joe Park.
Joe Park.
He played his brother, a different Park, for a second.
Yeah.
So he's had a tie with Impact before. Now he's just himself. He's just Ethan Page.
How come Joe Hendry isn't on this card for Bound for Glory?
I don't know. He's been on the show.
It's weird.
This week he wasn't there. Last week he fought. Oh, maybe because he's out of action because of Murder Clown. So he fought Murder Clown last week. Got put through a table.
Ooh, ow.
So that might have put Joe Hendry out.
Yeah.
I don't know. Grado fought a dude named Maximus.
Yeah.
Maximo. And Maximo's kind of like the Mexican version, like the AAA version of Grado.
Oh.
Kind of a fat comedy act guy. And he tries his gimmick is he tries to kiss his opponent all the time, which the crowd there really thought was funny. And then in the end, I think Grado went over.
No, Maximo went over.
Maximo went over?
I have results here from the
Oh,
show's
good.
over.
See, that's much better. It just says straight up what happened.
Yeah.
But then Grado, so Maximo won. It was like a roll-up, though, I think. And then Grado went and laid a big old kiss on him because Maximo tried trying to do that to him the whole time. And then to kick off the show, Petey Williams beat Trevor Lee, Jack Evans, and Puma King.
Yeah. Canadian Destroyer picked up the win.
In a really fun match. That's what Petey Williams does.
Canadian Destroyer.
Well, he calls himself the Canadian Destroyer because he's the innovator of.
Because he utilizes Canadian Destroyer.
Exactly.
All right, so it's time for predictions, yes? Bound for Glory predictions.
Oh, and then Tessa Blanchard. She beat Keira, a lucha wrestler. So, yeah, she's going to be fighting Taya Valkyrie.
Other Impact news, apparently they got a new time slot on Thursday nights, 10 p.m. It's probably not good for them. Their viewership, you say, was outside the top 150.
It's not good.
And then they get booted to the 10 o'clock hour.
Well, okay, what I read was that they weren't getting booted. They'd wanted that.
Oh.
I don't know what statistics show that was going to help them.
I don't know.
Logic dictates it probably shouldn't.
Yeah, because you want it earlier in the day.
Right? Maybe, hey, you know what? Maybe because they got that 24-hour Twitch live stream thing, maybe they get a lot of viewers late at night, and they think that they'll translate to TV. That seems like Impact thinking, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, maybe. It seems like old school Impact thinking, though.
The main event of last night was
six-man tag, right?
No, it was LAX and the OGs. they had a summit where Conan officially declared the ceasefire between the two gangs was over. And then he kicked Eddie Kingston in the nuts.
Oh.
And then there's the big brawl.
Yeah. They have a concrete jungle match, that was called?
Is that what it's called?
Concrete jungle death match.
It's probably going to be a good. Probably going to be a good show.
Yeah, it probably would be a fun show.
Look,
let's see if I get a chance to watch it or not.
Moose. When can he just freaking go to NXT?
I know. Well, he's got another 2 years on his Impact deal, so it's gonna be a little while.
Moose is one of those dudes. When he talks, I can't not look at him. He's a magnetic personality.
Oh heck yeah,
he really is. All right, man. Let's do these predictions.
All right, you ready? First, Eli Drake versus, this is according to Wikipedia, mystery opponent.
Dummy, yeah.
What do you know about that? Who's the mystery opponent going to be?
It's going to be Chris Jericho.
Think it'd be Chris Jericho?
Dummy, yeah.
Get out of here with that.
Dummy, yeah. Eli Drake, hold on. Mystery opponent. Is it going to be Big Cass?
Oh, it could be.
Bound for Glory.
I'm going to pick mystery opponent.
See, here's the thing. Mystery opponent's only really good. Yeah, it's going to be mystery opponent. Oh, here we go. One day ago. This is from the chairshot.com. Speculation on Eli Drake's Bound for Glory opponent. I think it's got to be somebody from New York. He said, an open challenge to any stupid idiot from New York. Where is Jericho? Oh, Jericho.
He was born in New York.
Manhasset?
Yeah.
New York.
I think.
Break the walls down.
They can't use that song. It's a WWE song.
Well, no, he always uses Fozzy one now.
Yeah. That's not how it goes.
Can he use that, or does All In own that?
No, he owns it.
That's not how it goes. My apologies.
Mystery opponent, that's my pick. Who do you got?
I've got Y2J, Chris Jericho, baby.
Mystery opponent. Next, Ali versus Su Yung for the knockout title.
Oh, Ali. You don't go to the depth because I think she's trying to retrieve her friend Kira Hogan as well.
Oh.
From the undead realm.
I'm gonna go with Su Yung.
It's probably the wise move. Su Young's on a tear lately.
Next, Matt Sydal and Ethan Page taking on Rich Swann and Willie Mack.
It's Willie Mack. Willie Mack and Rich Swann. Of course they're gonna win.
Yeah. You're right. Your choice down, so it's on the record.
Swan
Next,
Mack.
Tessa versus Taya. Tessa.
Yeah, Tessa goes over here.
This one seems like it might be tough. Eddie Edwards versus Moose.
Given that
Austin Aries is going to retain, right?
Austin Aries is going to retain. I would think the flip of that would be
Eddie Edwards winning, right? But then again, it's Moose, so I'll go with Moose.
I know it's hard to bet against Moose.
Yeah, man.
Like just from speaking from my heart's perspective.
Yes. Trust your heart. Moose. Trust your heart.
Did Eddie Edwards? Yeah, he beat Tommy Dreamer. I'm going to say Moose is going to win. He's going to cheat to do it. Moose is great. Where did we... Oh, we split on one of these. Ali and Su Yung.
Next, OVE versus Pentagon Jr., Phoenix, and Brian Cage.
Ohio versus everything,
I'm gonna go
buddy.
Pentagon.
You love the Pentagon.
Phoenix.
I don't really think there's like... Oh, well, there's the Brian Cage factor. But the thing is, they've been getting... Here's the thing. They've been going up on OVE this entire time, with the exception of Brian Cage, who seems to beat them up all the time. But Pentagon and... Well, and Pentagon and Phoenix. They keep on doing everything to them. OVE has to go over here.
All right. I don't know.
Like they stole one of their OVE guys.
Okay. I'm gonna pick Pentagon because he's best.
I like Pentagon a lot. I like Sami Callihan better though.
All right.
That dude's got a lot of energy. He seems very intense.
He does seem very intense. You know? I'll give you that.
And then finally,
next.
Here's the thing.
No, there's one more match.
What?
After that one, LAX versus the OGs in a concrete jungle death match.
Oh, it's LAX. Give me a break.
Yeah, LAX is going to win that.
They're great.
LAX is
and
great.
It's contract season for them.
True.
So they need to be shown love.
Yep.
By Ed Nordholm and Associates.
Yes, and Don Callis and Scott D'Amore.
Don Callis and Associates.
And Scott D'Amore.
Exactly. Speaking of mystery opponent, the mystery opponent cruise is going to have some sort of show on Fight TV. Larson, what's this all about?
Yes, there's going to be a special on Fight TV and Honor Club of the Jericho Cruise. So those of us who don't want to pony up for a cabin on the boat can enjoy some of the entertainment that's held on the boat. The special is going to be called Streaming for Vengeance, and it's going to air November 3rd, as I said, on both Fight TV and Honor Club, and it will include the Bullet Club, which is Kenny, Cody, Marty, taking on Alpha Club, Chris Jericho, and the Young Bucks. That will be included.
Are they going to do this on like a barge just off the cruise vessel?
They should. Take it back to old-timey boxing in international waters, yes.
Yeah. That'd be the best. Oh, see? Yeah, well, there you go.
Yes.
That's good stuff, man.
That'll be fun.
Forgot to put up a questions thread for this show.
Oh, I guess it'll be a short show then.
And we received a bunch of really good intros that I still have to start compiling. I got to make that sort of easy for myself somehow.
Just those templates, man. Just drop them in.
You just plop it in. You
drop it in.
Drop it in. You plop it in.
Just drop it in.
And if you guys are going to any indie shows out there, let us know, or don't let us know. Just just send us any of those indie stars saying I'm indie star and you're watching Going In Raw.
I'm indie star. Insert name here.
Not their name. Yeah, I just want them to say I am indie star. Insert my name here, and you're watching Going In Raw. I don't really want them to say their name.
Oh,
just want that.
That seems weird then.
Which is sort of the point of this show. It's non-WWE, so it's weird.
All right.
Right.
Yeah.
See if we have any questions here. Oh, you know what we can do? Let's see if there's any questions on Twitter from earlier today.
I don't think there was.
No, not for this show, just in general.
Oh, just in general.
leftover questions.
From this morning's show, right?
Yeah.
No, I pretty much asked all the salient ones.
Well, there was one an hour ago. I'm talking about since then.
Sorry.
Dan Bearded Nerd says Kevin Owens out for 4+ months. Does that mean he'll come back jacked?
Yeah. Yeah, Kevin Owens going to be jacked.
Doesn't really seem to me like the jack guy.
He's going to get jacked.
Andrew Osborne, if you guys were signed to the WWE, which brand would you be on? And would you be a single star or a tag team?
Oh, I'd be on 205 Live, probably.
Yeah, you'd be on 2. You're still like 40 pounds away from that, huh? From being over that.
Yeah.
I would be on... I want to be on SmackDown because I'd be a really good wrestler. And that's where I want to go. I want to go on SmackDown.
You want to be on NXT?
And be a really good wrestler. You know how much those people get paid? I want to make the big bucks.
I think it's relatively affordable to live in Orlando, though.
Yeah, but they get paid peanuts. They can make like 10 times the amount. Like literally 10 times the amount on main roster. Pfft.
All right.
Give me that. On the other hand, in Orlando, you only work like once a month.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of cool.
Get a rest. You got to really hone your craft. So when you do go to SmackDown, you're that much
have
better.
I would have to have like a roommate though. I'd have to like Raul Mendoza would be my roommate.
I'll be your roommate.
You're on 205 Live, man.
That's only one day a week.
You gonna live in Orlando with me? I don't know, man. You know what? No. I'm sitting there trying to eat my breakfast. Come over here and beef in front of me.
Things slip out sometimes, you know. You wake up in the things slip out sometimes, you know. You
no,
wake up
I
in the
have
morning.
Full control of my anus.
You wake up in the morning and you're still waking up and you're a little tired. Maybe had a little bit of coffee in you.
Really? It literally just slips out?
Sometimes.
I don't think that's normal.
You trying to say there's something wrong with me?
Not just one thing. Maybe many. What is that, Jeff Jarrett? Yes, there's some Jeff Jarrett news.
No, that's very much non-news.
Come on, man. Jeff Jarrett, Global Force.
It's about that lawsuit.
File amended lawsuit against Impact. What is the amendment?
Features many of the same allegations.
This feels like a post-show episode.
It really does. What was amended then?
There's a lot of words there, man.
Yeah, I don't want to read all that.
That's too much.
It is.
Jeff Jarrett still just doing too much, man. We got a new Friendo Market order. Chicago shirt pack from Jessica Given. Thank you, Jessica. Anyways, that's it for the show.
Yeah, that's it for the show.
Next week, I got to remember to get some questions up.
Yeah.
So, yeah, get us.
There really wasn't any Ring of Honor results or news.
Oh, I watched No, that's right. I watched Ring of Honor.
Oh, what happened to Ring of Honor?
I watched Ring of Honor Weekly TV.
What happened?
It's really kind of fascinating. Because I feel like they don't really do much on their TV. The main event was Cheeseburger versus a guy he tagged with like a year ago. Mm-hmm. And they still had sort of like kind of bad blood between the two of them. Hold on a second. What is this? Ring of Honor. 368 results. Here we go. I got this for you.
All right,
I got this. Here we
Let's
go.
do it.
Oh,
Let's
that's
do it.
right.
The hurricane.
So here we go. Coast to Coast, which is not the Art Bell show, a tag team, LSG and Shaheem Ali, defeated the Kingdom's Vinny Marseglia and TK Orion. So they beat those guys. Shane the Hurricane Helms defeated Marty Scurll.
Interesting.
They're doing a best 2 of 3 right now.
Oh.
Marty picked up the first one.
Gotcha.
Or maybe they're not doing. Maybe they're just. Yeah, this is the rematch, and they got to do a third rubber match, which obviously Marty Scurll's going to win.
Yeah.
This was kind of. I think it was like a roll up win. It was like kind of a fluke win.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's why we're all confused. That's why you're all confused right now. And then Cheeseburger defeated Will Ferrara
in a fight without honor. So it's like a street fight.
You could do whatever you want. It's like no DQ.
Yeah.
Yeah, no honor there.
So the code of honor wasn't in effect for that match.
Yeah, that was lifted. Yeah. So kind of interesting how there's a lot of people in Ring of Honor I've never heard of. And that's why it is kind of fascinating to watch. The matches are really good.
Mm-hmm.
The matches are really good. It just feels like a whole lot of nothing, you know?
Yeah.
But I'm okay with that because it's wrestling. It's great.
Yeah.
I like Cheeseburger. He's great.
Yeah, Cheeseburger is awesome.
So, yeah, there you go. Anyways, you want some cheese, lady? Anyways, that's it for the show. Next time, we'll do more. Until next time, we'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.
ProWrestlingTees.com/our shop.
Yeah, Steven.
Going in Raw.
Going in Raw, that's right, yeah.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Oh, dear.